Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. I made it, guys. I made it through my first week of this YouTube thing. And I want to say shout out to me and shout out to you as well for viewing my content. Now, before we start the show today, I want to say thank you guys very, very much for subscribing to the channel, even just for you guys that's viewing the channel and you future guys that's going to be viewing this channel as well. Thank you very, very much. It's been a blessing. I really appreciate you guys. And remember also, if you like the content that you see here on this YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that like button, and also hitting the notification button as well. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, come on in. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Have a seat right there. And let me tell you guys, today's topic is YouTubers that influence me. That's right, guys. YouTubers that influence me. So many times that we go through the day-to-day hustle and bustle and so forth. And, like I said earlier in my intro, guys, that life's a journey. Life is a journey that we all have to go through together, okay? And one thing about YouTube that I loved over the many years, is that it helps you get through the day or the night. When you're feeling down and out or whatever, you have other people that can relate to you throughout the world. And it's a everyday people, not just commercial people on TV where it has like a structure and so forth. You have everyday people just like myself, okay? And when you put out the content and stuff like that, even with the live streaming, it helps bring people together. I don't care where you are in the world, it helps bring people together. Even with the live streaming, guys, it helps bring people together. And it helps a mental state in your life as well. Now, whether it's for the good or for the bad, everybody has to vent. Everybody has to vent, guys. And, this YouTube channels, app, whatever you want to call it, entertainment, it is a vent for people. It's a vent for everyday life people. When you have your politics, if you want to get away from things and so forth. Now, I chose the route of entertainment. Now, entertainment for different people are different things. Like some people find politics entertaining. Some people find, goofiness for entertainment, family things for entertainment, talk shows for entertainment like this one here. And other, things like car shows, and I can go on and on and on, guys, but you got the basic idea, right? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and start the show. Now, straight off the rip, I have not edited this video at all. I'm going to keep it real with you guys, just like I told you on my first show. I'm going to keep it real with you guys because this is my first week and I'm still new at this YouTube thing, right? So, YouTubers that influence me. Now, let me say this. When I first heard about YouTube, I think it was around 2006 or 7, and it might have started in 2005. I'm not sure about it. And of course, the logo was a lot different back then. It didn't have that button. It just had the YouTube on it. And I really didn't start getting into YouTube until like 2008 or something like that, because I was introduced to YouTube, and then I introduced YouTube to my dad. And let me tell you, you could just type in anything in YouTube and it'll just come up. This is before they started monetizing, and people were just putting stuff on YouTube like movies and documentaries. They still have it on there, but it's, you got to get the rights and so forth. But back then, everybody was just putting something on YouTube. Now, some of that stuff they didn't need to put on YouTube, like train wrecks and people getting hurt or killed in car accidents and so forth. So I'm glad they kind of monetized that as far as that, because it had got to the point where it got a little gruesome, and it was just a vent, entertainment thing before it became a money thing and monetization. And really, when I started first getting into YouTube was when, the whole Michael Jackson situation happened where he passed away. And I just wanted to know more about what was going on, and so forth. And I was also subscribing at that particular time. I didn't know anything about subscribing, but I wanted to catch up on political events and so forth. So I think it was Obama had a YouTube.org type of deal. So I wanted to know what our politicians was doing at that particular time. And I got to tell you guys, when I was at work, when I worked at this corporate job, or white collar corporate job, from time to time, I just needed to be entertained, because before that, I used to just put on CDs or MP3s and just play them out throughout the day. But in 2009, that was the year that I decided that I'm going to, listen to YouTube or watch movies while I was doing my work and so forth. And the first person, guys, ever, drop my mic, that I subscribed to, the first person ever that I subscribed to, excuse me. I'm going to put my mic in. Okay, hope you guys can hear me. It was a guy who in California who was really doing his thing. He was I think he's from the Virgin Islands, and he would say stuff like, "Hola mi gente, it's your boy Sky John here today." And he would go out, he'd have this black shirt on and this black tie, and he would interview the tallest woman in LA and adult porn stars and all that. And he was really good at what he was doing. And also he was a professional bartender. And he called his channel Tipsy Bartender. Shout out to Tipsy Bartender. But yes, guys, he was the first guy I subscribed to because he was very entertaining. And even though I really not a drinker like that, he would have a kitchen set up and he would have all these gorgeous models and that he would hire and he would set up deals with, and they was they would accompany him to assist him with his when he would make different drinks, and people would email him about different drinks and so forth. And now it turned from him having a small amount of subscribers, I think it was 5 or 10,000 at the time in 2008 or 2009. Now I think he has about 4 or 5 million people over the years. So shout out to him. Yes, at that time it was no notification bell back then. It was just subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. And I gotta tell you guys, he really pulled himself up from his bootstraps. He was really very inspiring guy. And shout out to the Tipsy Bartender, Sky John on that. And I just liked his work ethics. That was one of the things that got to me was his work ethics. Now, throughout the years, there's a lot of other people that inspired me as well. I am the type of person who likes to travel, guys. I love to travel. And whenever I get the chance, I would love to travel, in style or whatever you want to call it, in comfort. So around 2011 or 12, there was another gentleman that inspired me as well. And he went to Russia. He was a black guy, a black guy from New York who taught English in Russia. And he was saying what it was like to be black in Russia. And shout out to him as well. And, I would watch his show through 2012, 13, and 14. And, of course, he introduced other YouTubers as well. So shout out to him. I can't think of his name off the hand, but shout out to him as well. But he was one of the few and first travel brothers. He wasn't a passport bro. He was actually teaching over there in Russia, English and so forth. So he had a very influential channel. And shout out to him for having that channel. I'm sure he knows who he is and so forth. And when Instagram first came out, he was one of the first people to advertise his YouTube channel back in 2012, 13, and linked it to his YouTube channel. So he was another person that influenced me as well. Also, there was another guy who I would watch, and he was like one of the first gaming people, guys. He was one of the first gaming people that do the gaming. It was Lamar Wilson. Very influential guy. I think he has probably about 2 million people. Just a great brother, man. Just a very good, wholesome guy. He even told one time his life story and how he grew up. He did taste tests. I think he was one of the first people on YouTube that sponsors used to sponsor now. I haven't watched his channel in a few years, but this guy, he just really knows his stuff about gaming, and he was one of the first people who showed you how to connect stuff up to the TV and stuff. And so shout out to Lamar Wilson, man. Another influential guy who inspired me as well, and said, man, I probably want to do that one day, he just made it big now, but he's still a great dude. And shout out to those YouTubers, man, who just great people, man. And throughout the years, I've also had a whole bunch of other people who inspired me. A lot of them are how-to people, DUI people, not DUI, DIY, do-it-yourself people, not DUI, guys. Shout out to me for correcting that. DIY, do-it-yourself people. And also we had influencers recently like Kevin Samuel. Shout out to Kevin Samuel. May he rest in peace. The Manosphere. I watched that, even though I'm not a part of the Manosphere. I still kind of, dabble and give my own opinions on that. You got other people out there that's just very inspiring people. But I want to say that two people that really inspire me the most out of all of the YouTubers would be Antoine Daniels, for the Millionaire Show, and also another gentleman that I followed in 2020. As a matter of fact, I think it was only 6 to 8 of us in his YouTube channel when he first started during the pandemic. It's the lead attorney. TLA, lead attorney out of Atlanta, Georgia. He went from this little struggling channel to this big channel. Very entertaining, very knowledgeable brother. He's good at the legal thing, and he shout out people's channel as well. So shout out to you, lead attorney, excuse me. And he even told people like myself, hey, if you want to start a channel, all you got to do is press that red button. As a matter of fact, he was the main person that influenced me back in 2021. And he looked in the camera and he said, you need to be doing this YouTube channel. And he was the only one at that time was shouting out people's YouTube channel because he wanted to see everybody successful, guys. And when you bless other people, you get blessed yourself. So TLA, shout out to you. And he was the one that started me with this bullhorn right here, this air horn. So I got that from the lead attorney, and shout out to him. But my overall favorite, I would want to say, is Antoine Daniels with the Morning Millionaire Show. Now, most things I agree with him on. Some things I agree to disagree with him on, but I still rock with him. I still think he's the best YouTuber out there, and his work ethics is just impeccable. You know, I just really, really love his work ethics. He's probably one of the hardest YouTubers that's out there working. And I have nothing but 1000% respect for him. I would really love to meet Antoine Daniels one day because the guy's just on it, you know. He's just an amazing guy. And I learned about his channel from the lead attorney back in 2021. They was making a joke about, you need to give me that $5,000. I think it was a jacket or something like that, something to that effect. And I just like the way he has an impeccable work ethics on YouTube. If anything else, and there's a lot of people out there that works hard on this YouTube thing. And shout out to the other content creators. But I just want to share with you guys, these are the people that influenced and inspired me the most. And I can name a whole bunch of other people, but I don't know if I could or not. But I just want to say shout out to you guys and thank you very, very much for letting me hit that red button, especially you, lead attorney, for inspiring me for doing this YouTube thing, because at first I was hesitant about doing it, but you just have to step out of life, guys. Like I told you in my intro, I've always liked being a talk show host. Unfortunately, that never happened. I was never groomed for that, even though I've had communications classes before in the 90s and stuff like that. And I've also had drama and acting and so forth. I just was inspired and, to be this now, and I went through life's journey and so forth. And we're going to get through this thing together, guys. But I just want to thank you guys for being here on Happy Friday. Happy Friday, guys. And this is my first week ever, guys. This is my first week ever of doing this. And it's just going to get better, guys. It's going to get better and better. I'm learning a lot as well. And the structure is going to get better as well. Now, with that being said, guys, I'm going to be doing some things this weekend. I know I'm going to be putting out some shorts. And please, please watch those video shorts. And I got other things going on next week as well. So look for me Monday. It's going to have a brand new topic, a brand new show. And I just want to say thank you guys for helping me get through my first week. And happy Friday. I want you guys to be safe. God bless every one of you. And thank you very much for viewing my content. Now, today, I'm going to let you once again walk yourself to the door. You know where the door at. You know where that door is. Go ahead and walk yourself to the door. And I'm going to just go ahead and take it easy for today. But I want to say thank you again. And Monday, I'll go ahead and let you guys back in and walk you to the door, okay? But for now, I want to say thank you guys very, very much for viewing my content. And listen, if you decide that this is the content for you, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the like button, and also hitting the bell notification and sharing with like-minded people like yourself, okay? So with that being said, I want to thank you guys very, very much once again for viewing my content. You have a happy afternoon, happy evening, and a happy good evening, okay? Or night, I should say. All right, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later.